I'm your host with the most local 20s, where you're joining me for Royal Romance Book 2, Chapter 16, A Monumental Night. Stand in the hotel room, facing Liam, stunned in silence. Riley? You broke things off with Madeline? I did. Are you excited? Okay. In pain because Locum just had a root canal that was botched to shit. Are you okay? Riley, I'm more than okay. Makes one of us. I feel as though a weight has been lifted from my shoulders, the burden of uncertainty. And without that burden weighing me down, I'm able to see a future of possibility. I simply couldn't wait to tell you and let you know. I want nothing more than speak with you about it at length. But unfortunately, I can't stay there. It is a urgent matter that requires my attention. Oh. Reaches for your hand, wrapping it in warmth of his own. However, I've cleared my evening of all appointments and obligations. I'd love for you to meet me outside the bar where we first met. I'll be there. Unless it costs diamonds. For now, I should go. I will see you tonight, just before sunset. He gives your hand a squeeze before departing. I'll bring 49 out of the 150 diamonds you need for It Lives in the Woods. I won't be bringing the axe, however. A few moments later, you run into Maxwell in the hall. Hey, Riley, you're looking in good spirits. I have some news. Bad news, good news, or great news? Great. Liam called off the engagement. He and Madeline are through. Oh, this is big! And Liam cleared his evening to talk to me. Okay, this is really big! Yeah. Do you know what you're gonna say? That would require knowing what he's going to say, and which I don't. Riley, this is the moment of moments. You need to get to the boutique right now. I'll text Bertrand everything and tell him we're on our way. You and Maxwell hurriedly enter the shop. Bertrand should be here any minute. Don't worry, if I know him, he'll be the calm presence you need in the face of something so momentous. Door bursts open and Bertrand marches in. This is it. This is the moment we've been fighting for all along. You, Liam, no plots, no schemes, no blonde-haired barriers in your way. If all goes well tonight, House Beaumont would be the talk of every ball, and the esteem and subsequent wealth will surely follow. We have to make this night perfect, starting with a dress. Lady Riley, when do you meet Liam? Later tonight. Good God! That's so soon. Quick, Maxwell, grab everything off the racks. We have to find the perfect outfit. And this is calm Bertrand, right? Maxwell begins racing around the shop, pulling whole sections of dresses from the wall. Bertrand escorts you to the dressing room. Change like our lives depend on it. The first of the outfits sails over the top of the door. You try them on, briefly stepping out for opinions. Just because Liam is royalty does not make this a Renaissance fair. I don't know about this one. Makes her look like waitress again. Maxwell! Oops! I don't know how that got in there. Outfit after outfit, it all blurs together. Maxwell, where are the dresses? We're almost out of time. Oh my gosh, this is the one. Well, hurry it up and bring it along. You hear hurried steps outside the room before a dress flies over the door. It's deep charcoal with sequins that glitter like the windows of a skyscraper. Wow. You try it on. That is sexy. Like, I like it. Light of the night, illuminate New York with this silvery dress. Or petal pink. Middle pink looks fine to me. You walk out of the dressing room, though I wish I would have been actual charcoal color. You know, I think I'll go with this dress. Liam won't mind as long as I'm in it. But... Sometimes you just have to trust the magician. I suppose. This is your last chance. No one gives a shit. This is it. Well, if we can't win him over with your attire, we can at least do so with your manners. Let's quickly rehearse quarterly protocol. Jesus Christ. Quarterly protocol? But it's almost time to meet Liam. And we'll use every available second to prepare. Absolutely nothing can go wrong. Nothing! You realize he's just gonna be like, I love you, and she's gonna be like, I love you too. Finally we can be together. Undress me. No longer with your eyes. Oh my god. If you ain't cracking up, then I'm on something. Now then, I will be King Liam. Good evening, Lady Riley. And what do you say? Yo, just dab the haters. I mean, what? I'd say, good evening, Your Majesty. Sup, my dude? This is ridiculous. Yeah, good evening, Your Majesty. We'll indulge. Would you allow me to escort you to our carriage? No one has a carriage anymore, god damn it. I'd be honored. Bertrand extends an arm, and you take it, sliding your arm through his. No, Lady Riley. It's presumptuous to do more than put a hand in the crook of his elbow. Let's try again. Yes, you extend your hand, and the man is supposed to completely envelop your arm with his. Look, Your Grace, I appreciate the tips, but I've never had trouble wooing Liam. In fact, she's an expert at it. Don't let overconfidence be our downfall. Why are you being so pushy? Because the glory of House Beaumont, a lineage dating back hundreds of years, is at risk, and I will not be the one who fails our legacy. This is all I have left. Bertrand... does this have anything to do with Savannah? I've been so distracted by finding Tarek and everything that I didn't ask how your visit with her went. There's nothing to say. She probably let him down. The love is probably no longer there, I wouldn't be surprised. That chapter has long since closed. But you still talk to her? Talk is a strong word. We occasionally exchange messages to make sure she's receiving adequate support from House Beaumont, but those moments are small. Infinitesimal, really, but they are the treasures of my day. Bertrand, you are doing a good thing. I owe it to her. To both of them. You still care for her. She's the mother of my son, of course I do. You should be with her. Remember the way you two used to get along? There's nothing to rekindle, and that's for the best. With such distractions out of the way, I can refocus our efforts on restoring House Beaumont, something we are incredibly close to accomplishing. If you love her, then... The problem is we don't know if she's the one that says, no, Bertrand, I don't feel anything for you. Or... follow your heart. Screw it. That'll make you happy. There's no romance to be had while this house teeters on the brink of ruin, and we will not discuss this further. Now, you have an appointment to keep. Bertrand ushers you out of the boutique. You make your way through the streets of New York. When you arrive outside your old bar, Liam is waiting for you. He breaks into a smile as soon as he sees you. Riley. I should kiss him. Quicken your pace, eager to find yourself wrapped in his arms. In a moment, your lips find his. You can't help but giggle as he kisses you thoroughly. What are you laughing about? I can't help it. I'm just happy. then we're in alignment. You pause to look around, eyes crinkling with nostalgia as you regard the facet of your old bar. I don't see a bar. I see a coffee. I see a bread shop. I must admit, it's strange to be back here. You're telling me. I've often thought of that night in the bar, and confluence of our lives had left me wondering. What did you think of me when we first met that night? To be honest, I thought you were... God, it's been so long, hasn't it? 2 books, over 30 chapters, since we have been in that moment with Liam. Quickly, someone with editing skills, replay it in grayscale. I'm gonna go kinda down, nerd. Not many customers, especially on their bachelor party, would take time out of their night to check on a server. But you weren't just any customer, were you? No, I suppose I wasn't. I knew you were different from the very beginning. Even though I thought you were astonishing. Even in the waitress outfit? She has beautiful eyes when her eyes actually open fully. Riley, you were beautiful. But more than that, there was something special about you. You radiated possibility. I think I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I hope you do. You make people see that what could be, what can be, and if they just reach out and take it. Think if we just add left there, if Maxwell had never invited me to complete for your hand on behalf of House Balmont, that first impression would be all I had of you. But it isn't. And we should keep going. There's still so much I want to show you tonight. Takes your hand and starts walking, treading a familiar path to... the bar. Kismet. The club you took him into the night you first met. Wow. We're back here after all this time. It's a little surreal. This place was a hit and, the guys couldn't stop talking about it afterward. Yeah, maybe I should go into the bachelor party planning business. You would certainly give Drake and Maxwell a run for their money. They planned an excellent evening, but your suggestion was perfect into the evening. Looking back on that night, when I think about how much knowing you has changed me, I can't help but imagine that man I would have been if I would have never have met Maxwell or Drake. I was going to say that Maxwell probably makes you more jovial, but I'm sure Drake's influence balances that out. Probably. When I think about it, you, Drake, Maxwell, you aren't all alike. And how did you even gain such a circle of friends? Well, I've known Maxwell the longest. I've never forget his first entrance. It was his first time at court. Earlier that day, my brother had done something to upset me. Oh, what did he do? I honestly don't remember, but I know that I was trying to put on a brave face all day. Maxwell, who had never even spoken to me before, saw right through it, and made his mission to cheer me up. Though, through some combination of compliments, distractions, and persistence, he succeeded. That sounds so perfectly Maxwell. At a certain point, it's just impossible to be unhappy around him. That's a desirable trait in a friend. I guess it's part of what makes him a good one. What I will always remember about it is Maxwell just ran up to me like I was anyone, and like we were old friends and I wasn't a prince. He just had never treated me differently because of my title. What about Drake? He was introduced to me when his father joined the King's Guard. Then you hit it off right away? Oh, not at all. When he first came, he was grumpy, cold, distant. I feel like you're just describing Drake now.
He's improved significantly, if you can imagine that. No, we became friends when a member of the guard caught him playing with one of their tasers.
Oh no.
He would have been in serious trouble, but I said that I had stolen it and given it to him so that he wouldn't get in trouble. There was only so much punishment a guard could prescribe to a prince. As a result, Drake didn't get in trouble, and he's been my most loyal friend ever since.
Wow. So, you've always been a knight in training armor. It's been tough before you had you.
Knight in training armor, why not? You give me far too much credit.
I really don't. Drake is lucky to have a friend like you.
Considering how many times Drake has come to my aid, I'd say the scales have since been tipped in the other direction.
Knowing him, I think he would disagree. So, now you've told me how you met Maxwell and Drake. How did you meet Tarek? He was there that night too.
Liam sighs and shakes his head. Tarek wasn't always how he is now. When we met, he was a regular kid.
What do you mean?
We met at the gala as children. Neither of us wanted to be there. We bonded over some shared distaste for the event. In fact, we ended up spending the entire event in a corner playing trading card game and making fun of the noble adults and their concerns. At that age, those worries were so far removed from us, they seemed ridiculous.
So what happened?
We grew up and apart, and as I began to learn the trade policy and tax reform, Tarek grew interested in fashion and nightlife. Our priorities were so different, and my time already stretched so thin.
But you invited him to your bachelor party, why?
I suppose it was a way to honor our friendship we had in our youth. I often have found myself wondering these days whether I could have kept him from mixed up in this conspiracy.
You can't have taken the guilt onto yourself.
No, I suppose not. Liam runs a hand over his hair. This has been even more of a trip down memory lane than I anticipated.
I like hearing these stories about our friends.
It pleases me to hear that, but I do have more plans for this evening. Shall we move on to the next?
You take one last look over at the club,
and then depart, following Liam out the door and into the cool night air.
Liam leads you through the glow of the streetlights to a pier overlooking the water. I thought we were retracing the night we first met.
We were, but I have something else in mind for the remainder of the evening.
So we're not going to spend the night on the street outside my old apartment?
I hope you're not disappointed.
This is a much nicer view.
I agree. As you look out over the water, the glittering city skyline, Liam gazes at you.
It's beautiful. I like the tower.
Riley, the night we met, I thought I knew precisely where my life would take me. Even before my brother abdicated, my life was on rails. I had accepted that I would always have limited choices.
That didn't change after your brother left?
When I knew I would become king, I felt even more ardently that I had to listen to my advisors, to walk in the footsteps of my predecessors had laid it for me. I didn't realize that being a good leader meant taking the reins for myself. Not until I met you. I had no idea how drastically things could or would change when I walked into that bar and into your life.
Me neither. I always knew what was ahead of me too, or thought, and work, friends, maybe a family someday. And how could I have possibly predicted all of this? Honestly, Liam, before I met you, I was no one. My life began when I came to Cordonia. I had no idea what I was signing on for when I boarded that plane with Maxwell and Drake. But somewhere along that way, Cordonia became my home. You, Maxwell, Drake, Hannah, you all became family, even Bertrand. And what I'm trying to say is, you've changed my life too, more than I could have ever possibly thought.
All good, I hope.
Good in all the ways that count.
Come on, it's time we finally finish our date.
Liam takes your hand and guides you to where a small foot ferry awaits. It's empty, save for a captain and one crew member who waves as you approach.
After you, my lady.
You know, for a guy who doesn't like boats, you sure have a lot of them.
I may be coming around.
You board the boat, followed by Liam, and the crewman pushes off. As it slides through the water, it becomes clear that the boat is headed towards the base of the Statue of Liberty. I should have guessed. A short ride later, the boat docks at the base and you disembark. You stroll with Liam for a few paces before stop to enjoy the view. She really is something, isn't she?
She is.
You and Liam stand there for a moment, shoulder to shoulder, seized by the dramatic view of the statue. Stars twinkle in the night sky below. You know, for many people that come to this country, it's a sign of hard work and dedication and so many things, and the thought of prosperity and having a life, and that's what this country is meant to be. So, remember that, folks. This is a big melting pot of people that have come from all over the world and have created what is America. You're brought back to the moment by the caress of a light breeze, which whispers through the branches of a nearby tree. Liam turns to you.
Riley, do you remember the coronation?
How could I forget?
I was going to propose to you that night, in front of the court. Not doing so will remain the deepest regret of my life.
A gust of wind rustles your hair. Liam reaches out to brush a strand out of your eyes. You notice the beginning of a smile on his lips.
Still, perhaps destiny that it happened this way, that you broke free of the conspiracy against you, and just as we returned to New York, as we came full circle.
Liam reaches into his pocket and pulls something out. In the darkness, you can't quite see what it is.
Riley, you've opened my eyes, and it has been a true honor to witness your strength in the face of every challenge you have overcome. It's a strength which leads me to courage. I know that I will be a better man for having you by my side. All I want in this world is to dedicate my life to being the best man and king that I can for you.
Liam sinks to one knee. His eyes locked on yours. This is an intensity in his gaze, and something both vulnerable and passionate. He reaches out and grasps your hand.
Lady Riley Venti, Queen of Coffee, my my heart. I have yearned to say these words for a very, very long time.
Liam,
will you marry me?
He reveals the ring box tucked in his hands, opening with an ardent smile. You look down at the ring, the moonlight gleams against its facets. I can't marry you. I'm in love with someone else. I was gonna think of a clever pun, but I can't. This is a good moment. Yes, 1,000 times, yes. Liam carefully slips the ring onto your finger. Tears well up in your eyes as you are overwhelmed with emotion. The wind picks up as he rises. He stares deep into your eyes for a moment, his expression utterly unreadable, save for his smile, which is more brilliant than you have ever seen before.
Riley.
In the next moment, you are in his arms, your feet swept off the ground as he spins you through the air.
I have never been happier than I am in this moment. When he kisses you, it is both tender and thrilling. He holds your body tight against his, and you wrap your legs around him, sinking into his embrace. After what feels like a blissful eternity, you stop for a breath. He lets you slip down to the ground. You stand in his arms, and his forehead resting against yours. You got engaged to Liam at the base of the Statue of Liberty. Liam, I love you so much. I love you too. When I think about everything it took to bring us to this moment, I can't help but be amazed by you. I have no doubts in my mind that you are not only the right choice for me, but the right choice for Queen of Cordonia. There is no one I would rather have by my side. That's good, because I'm certainly not about to give you up now. On the topic of our future together, you should know that when we return to Cordonia, you'll be named as Duchess. What? There are a few unclaimed duchesses in Cordonia. One will be bequeathed to you as part of becoming my queen. And it comes with some perks I think you'll enjoy. Like marrying you? Well, yes, that is the ultimate purpose. That's the only perk I care about. I thought you would be more pleased by the prospect of your own house and lands. But I certainly won't complain if you prefer me. The arrangements are still in the progress, but I am eagerly await the opportunity to show you around your new duchy in the meantime. I did have one final stop in mind for tonight's adventure, if you're interested. I arranged for a private excursion to the top of Statue of Liberty. I thought it would be nice to spend the evening alone together, to enjoy our private moment before we share the news with the world. It will be just the two of us. So, Riley, what do you say? Okay, predicting this. 30 diamonds, top of the Statue of Liberty. Oh, it's a discount of 20. Go back to the hotel. This has been a very long night for both of us. I think it's best if we head back and get some rest. Certainly. I'll walk you back. Don't worry, folks, we're doing a Diamond Edition soon, so don't worry. Right now we're working on Endless Summer Book 2, and I was going to surprise you all with a few other books. Sporadically. I guess you'll have to stay tuned to the channel, won't you? Liam walks you back to your room. He hovers at the threshold. So, what happens now? Book 3. I mean, what? Tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, Book 3. Tomorrow, we announce our engagement to the court and leave for Cordonia and the homecoming ball. A homecoming ball? Yes, the court will gather to celebrate our return and, unbeknownst to them, our engagement. Then I look forward to it. For now, I'll let you get some rest before tomorrow's travel. How will the court react to the news and the engagement? Find out in the next chapter. I'm telling you, there's most likely going to be a book 3. Because he has to set up now. Now, did you catch it, folks? Did you catch it? He has to set up, we're going to become a duchess. So we're not officially the queen yet. There's still some shit to go through now. Okay? This is a completely different thing now. So now we have to become a duchess, and he says there's other duchesses of the land, right? So I'm assuming we're going to become a duchess of Beaumont and all that crap. So then the duchesses, I'm sure, have to all get back together, and there has to be some crap about the court and all this crap. So we'll see. We'll see. Something tells me, like I said, a book 3. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Head down the description below. There's a few links to my social media as well as a link to our Discord. You can hang out with me as well as others in there, chat, share videos, share whatever. And there's also a few links to support me and my content. It's greatly appreciated. Please do if you can. Otherwise, hit that like and share button. And also make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss out on other great content. Now, do you? We have plenty in the works. If you notice this week, I have been on the ball. All of the chapters, except for Weight of the World, are out on my channel. We're working on choices, and then the rest of this week is going to be me catching up on Way to the World, and then a bunch of Diamonds editions, the letter, and some other surprise content that I got in the works. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah. I had a botched root canal today, and right now, I love you all so much. That's why I'm doing these videos while in insufferable pain. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and thank you for watching. Catch you all later.